First thing I'm gonna do is get the backboard up, so I'm gonna have to obviously find my studs. All right, we got a solid header on top here. I was hoping that I would have something to give me an idea of where the studs are up here. Not feeling any nails or anything. So, let's see the stud finder. I like to use these little magnetic stud finders. They're really good at finding metal studs, and they also work when you have wood studs that have, drywall screws in them because they're metal. It also has a level on it, so when you find your spot, you can actually line it up level so that, if you mark the top and the bottom, you're getting the right line on the stud. All right, I've got a lot of catch. When the magnetic stud finder hits on one particular spot, you don't want to trust that that's your stud. You want to go up and down, above and beyond that spot, and make sure that you get other catch points so you can be sure that you're on an actual stud and not something random. Then of course you need to go left and right and hunt for your next studs, which should be like 16 or 24 inches apart. Alright, so that should tell me I've got a couple of studs right here. I'm putting one screw in the board so that I can get it up there and I can temporarily tack it to the wall so that I don't have to fight with holding it while I'm trying to get it into the studs. Once I've got the board on the wall, then I'm going to put a second screw in over here on the side, and I'm going to use a level to make sure that the board is perfectly level before I start marking my holes and drilling for the studs and the lags. So we've got our last stud here. So we've still got enough to bite here. Got a stud here and a stud here. You never know how much weight this board is going to hold. I mean, you're going to have a network rack. You're going to have switches and routers and battery backups. So I like to be as safe as possible. I don't want this thing going anywhere. Didn't feel like the measurements were matching up, so I usually use a plumb line to make sure that I'm on track. Now I have 7 lags. That board ought to be good. Obviously that's a bit of a bear to do by yourself, but I got it done. If you got value out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Check out my website at fieldtechacademy.com. I have a lot of downloads available for those of you who are on Field Nation and workmarket to help you flesh out your profile and make them stronger. I also have a client list on my website. Most everybody knows about Field Nation and workmarket, but there are a lot of clients out there with whom you can go direct. As always, let's get you out in the field making money. I'll see you in the next video.